Hey everyone, Bryan Curtis here, broker owner of Attain RE. I wanted to do my story about Attain RE and how it really got started. I actually started out as not really anticipating being a real estate agent. I've always kind of disliked real estate agents. But I had some properties that I wanted to sell, and I did not want to pay 7%. I just felt like it was, um, it was just too much money. I still feel that way today, and that's why I've got my plan the way I do. Um, but how it all started was, I knew I wanted to start my own brokerage, and I knew I wanted something different. And how I wanted to do it differently was I wanted it to make it more fair. And I get a lot of slack. And now that especially I've got a lot of success and we sell a lot, and we're doing a lot of listings and selling, and I'm towards the top, and I plan on rising even higher. I'm in Iowa and Nebraska and Illinois now. Can't believe it, guys. I mean, it's amazing. But I can believe it because of how much hard work we put in. And I've got some good people to thank along the way. It's not just me, but I've put a lot of work into myself. And that's what is really important. There is nothing more important than investing in yourself. It's better than any paid Facebook ad or software or hardware or billboard or anything. It's investing in yourself. And that's what I've done. I mean, I sit up till 2, 3 in the morning watching YouTube. It's a great source to get lots of good information. With that said, I bought into a lot of programs. People that I really love and trust, like Ed Milet, solid dude. Hopefully someday I'm sitting with him doing an interview. That's one of my goals. So, hey Ed, if you stumble upon this, invite me to your show. I'll go out to Laguna Beach, out to your house, and talk with you. That'd be really cool. Love the guy, Max Out. I mean, the guy has given me so much motivation. It's actually put me into a spot to where I feel like I want to give what I know. And I'm maybe not as good a speaker as him, but that's what he does. And he makes a lot of money doing it. Grant Cardone, love the guy. I love the guy, how he has no limits. I feel the same way. I do not see a ceiling. I don't see limits. I don't, I just don't. I mean, you can never be good enough. You can never have enough. And that's not because I'm greedy and I feel like I need a lot of money necessarily, because don't be fooled. Money can make you a better person. I mean, you can't be a good person without having money. I'm sorry, but if you want to help a cause, you need to have money, right? I mean, you've only got so much time, so you contribute, you can donate your money. I mean, if you make $1 billion on something, well, if money's the root of all evil, donate it, because it's not. Money makes the world go around. I mean, it's it's an old saying, it's a cliche, but that's just the way it goes. But back to Attain RE, talking about money, we have a different policy. I make great money, but I make it in volume, and I make it by helping people. See, because it's not about me. How you make money in life is by finding out what other people need and then providing that service to them. That's what I do. I provide them a service. I provide them an option. I provide them a way to save money on selling their home, and then in turn, they give me referrals, or They may buy through me or they may not. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about cash flow. And if I can make money without blowing it on, Zillow and Realtor.com and all that stuff, I'm going to do it. I would rather give the money to the consumer than give it to Realtor.com or Zillow or whatever. Uh, so, with that said, that's why I love my company that I created. I mean, is it perfect? No, it's evolving every day, just like your company should be evolving. Or if you're thinking about making a company, it's going to change. Like what I envisioned it was just going to be me. I didn't want to have other people involved because it just creates headache and all that stuff. I've got a team now. Um, you know, it's good and it's bad. There's and I'm going to add people. Some people may go, they may leave. Real estate's very volatile. People leave all the time. That's fine, whatever. I'm not going to take it personal. I don't take things personal. You can't, real estate, at least for me, I know for a fact you can't take it serious. You have to take it serious. But if somebody's going to be pissed off at you no matter what, I don't care if you get somebody 100%, no inspection, no appraisal. They're gonna be mad about something. I swear. Everybody by the end is pissed off at me. But guess what? I get the deal done. I get it sold, and that means that I have to play. I got to play hardball sometimes. I've got to beat it into people. I got like, hey, you need to take this, and they need that. So my advice, if you're going to sell your house, don't pick your brother, your sister, your grandma, your best friend's sister's brother, your brother-in-law, your great grandma or whoever. Everybody sells real estate. But one thing I would recommend, don't use somebody who's close to you, because you need somebody who is going to tell you the way it is, because everybody thinks their house is better than what it is. Everybody thinks their house is worth more than what it is. I can come in and I sell a lot of homes and I know pricing. I know the market, and somebody will come in and they'll say something like, well, our painters said to price it at this. And I'm like, okay, what's their qualifications? Oh, well, they sold the house down the road and it sold in one day, and they wish they would have priced it up. Well, if they would have priced it up, it probably wouldn't have sold. And the first couple of weeks, guys, is really when a property will get the max money. And I'm not just saying that for, so I can make a quick buck or a quick sale. You're going to yield more money. I've got statistics that will show this. I mean, I sell a couple hundred homes a year, and I can show you the difference, the impact of you waiting or you pricing it up $5,000 to see if you can get the extra money. Just follow the advice of the person that you are hiring. If you hire me, trust me to do it. And I don't care if you're an attorney or if you're the CEO of Pepsi. If you hired me, then you need to listen to me. It's not like I go to the doctor and I tell them my diagnosis, or like I go to the chiropractor and tell them how to crack my back, or I don't do that. I don't go to the mechanic and tell them how to fix my brakes, or the locksmith guy. The locksmith guy that remachined my key today because I lost it because I had a million things going on and I was running around like a wild man. I mean, could you imagine me sitting there telling him how to remachine the key for my Escalade? No, I mean, I would never do that. Um, so Attain RE is a hybrid brokerage. Back to the story. I kind of went off there on a rant there for a little bit. But Attain RE is a hybrid, and what we believe in is getting the job done, no matter what it takes. I don't care if I have to get credits. I have to get people to drop commissions. I've got to drop commission. I've got to get credits from the seller, lending side, whatever it is, I will get the deal done, because that's really what matters at the end of the day. Some agents, they will try to get an extra, try to be a hero and get an extra $200 or $300 and kill a deal over. I'm not going to do that, but I can assure you that I will get you the maximum money, and I will work in your best interest. I always do. But there are those times when you just have to accept the fact that there are not buyers in this price point. That's why we also offer a little bit better pricing in that way, so you can use some of that money to offset some of your hard costs of selling. Because there's more costs than just commission, guys, and everybody's caught up on the price. Like when I give them a purchase agreement, all they look at is the price. They don't look at the closing costs, the close date, what type of loan, any of this stuff, subject to sale. And you'd be surprised on how many people, and we're talking smart people, wealthy people, people that own companies, people that are retired, or retired attorneys, even real estate agents. Real estate agents call me to have me sell their house because of my expertise, my marketing ability. And we're straightforward. I mean, we are honest people, and we feel that, we are, this rate situation and this price fixing and all this stuff going on, and people coming in and dogging on us. I'm getting sick of that, because let's face it, if you take my listing and compare it to anybody else's, we do more. I mean, we do everything. I mean, I do the Zillow 3D video, Zillow walkthrough video. I don't like Zillow, but you know what? They're here to stay, right? They're not going anywhere. I do drone footage. We'll do Matterport on some. I do Facebook Live videos. Obviously post to all the pages, do the little videos, the snippets, the this and that, the reverse prospecting. For my buyers, the other day I went and I hung 50 pieces of paper on people's doors saying, I have a buyer, a qualified buyer. Most buyer agents will just sit back and wait for you to, to find a property, and then they'll call you, and you'll let them in and write the offer. We have no buyer admin fee. We're one of the only brokerages in the state, at least of Iowa, that do not have a buyer admin fee. I call it a junk fee. That's one difference. The other difference is that my agents get everything. I mean, like I don't charge them much fees. I give them a very good split. I give away leads like crazy to them, because I want them to do well. And that's different from any other brokerage too. There's a lot of brokerages out there who claim the world. They charge all these fees and they don't care. They just hit your credit card every month, boom, 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 whether you're making money or not. I don't believe that's right. If you're not making money, then you shouldn't pay a lot, right? I mean, so we usually do more of like a split, like a profit share, a percentage for all the costs that I incur to run my business. I'm also in 9 MLSs, and what that means is that I'm in 9 different MLS boards. See, the state of Iowa is very segregated. So like I can sell in Cedar Rapids, I can sell in Iowa City, I can sell in the Waterloo area, Sioux City, Des Moines area, Southwest Iowa, Great Lakes. I sell a lot in Nebraska, through correspondence, through our marketing. I mean, our marketing works. I'm telling you, this does work. I'm looking for referral partners. So if anybody catches wind of this video and they're in a different market, I'm willing to do what it takes. If you're already a broker, I would make you the managing broker, or I would go and I'll do the testing. I mean, I'm doing it for California right now. I'm doing it for North Carolina. I'm doing it for Florida. The reason why I'm doing it is because I want to expand. I want to be able to give opportunities for people in that area. Plus, I like those areas anyways, right? It's cold Iowa right now. That's, Attain RE is evolving, and it's going to continue to grow. And actually, there's a mortgage division that we've got going too. So we can do the mortgages for you. So we can do it all, guys. It's pretty cool. I'm sure there's other people out there, but I mean, this has been built from the ground up. I mean, I had no money. I was broke. Was it Keller Williams? I pieced this all together. Hard work, cold calling, picking the phone up. People still don't know who my company is, and I'm trying to change that. I mean, and I'd appreciate it if you would share my videos and obviously subscribe to my channel, so we can keep spreading the good word and I can continue to do this. But yeah, we're doing really well. I mean, things are really good at Attain RE. I am looking for a dedicated buyer agent that can actually focus on running my leads for me. My buyer leads. It's going to be a great opportunity for somebody who is looking, who's not, maybe getting what they need. You're probably just not getting, you probably just don't know how to prospect. Prospecting is very difficult. I mean, a lot of people don't understand lead generation. That's one thing that I'm really great at. I want more time. And that's where I'm at. That's where my success would be by creating more time, or having more time with my daughter, and just being able to go and do what I want to do. Like, I've been really wanting to get back into shape, and trying to get to the gym, and trying to build out a speaking, sales courses. I'm going to be building it all out for sale by owner package. That's another approach. I don't have any qualms with somebody who wants to try to sell their home on their own. I think maybe it's worth even giving it a shot. Success rate may not be that high, but hey, I can't fault somebody for trying. So I'm here to help you to support you. I do have a program for sale by owners too. And I'm going to be putting content out, some, give you some tips and stuff like that. I'm going to have a mini course coming out also that is going to be gauged towards a for sale by owner, to give them some extra tips on how to sell. And yeah, I mean, I hope you call me like when you buy, because we don't charge anything, right? But yeah, I mean, I wish you the best of luck. I mean, I'm not gonna take out my voodoo doll and start sticking pins in it because somebody doesn't want to work with me right now. That's just not reality. And if you can't sell, I'm here. I'm here to help. Or if you find a buyer, I'm here to help. We'll help with the transaction. We're not traditional by any means. I guess I'm classified as a real estate brokerage, but I don't feel like it. I feel like we are individuals who are just out helping people. And that's what we do. We have saved over $250,000 in the past 3 months in commissions. That's real money, guys. That's, average is almost $8,000 per home. That's big money for a family. That's a good chunk. So we just sold one in Urbandale, all cash. They saved $27,000. I don't know. That makes me feel good. And that's why I'm proud to be the owner of Attain RE. And that's why when people try to dog my company, I take offense to it, because we do a good job. We do all the things that a traditional brokerage does. And I still get it. You know, agents still, that's the only, they'll come in and they'll say stuff like, well, you get what you pay for, and he just puts you on the MLS and blah, blah, blah. But look at their listing, look at mine. I mean, my marketing is so much better. I spend a lot of time on marketing, guys, because I'm kind of a geek when it comes to gadgets. So like I buy all the new cameras. I bought a new camera for my trip tomorrow and it got delayed. And I'm not very happy about that, but you know, I'll live. I've got the step down camera, which still does a good job, but you know, I'm always buying new gadgets and playing around with them and stuff like that. And I bought a couple new software packages I'm playing around with, and you know, all that. But you've got some, you know, you've got a leader who is always on the cutting edge of technology too, guys. I mean, think about it this way. If you're at a real estate brokerage right now, you know, they're, I mean, and I mean, no disrespect to people that are older, because I'm getting older. I mean, we all are, right, every day. But they're not keeping up with the times, guys. And so what's going to happen in a few years with real estate? I mean, I know what's going to happen. That's why I'm ahead of the curve. I mean, I'm already in bed with the big tech companies. I mean, that's my background's technology. So I know what's coming. I know it's going to get automated. I know it's going to get wiped out. And, you know, if you're on my team, you're going to know. If you're not on my team, I don't know. I mean, maybe you'll find out. Maybe you'll watch one of my videos and you'll find out, but it'll be too late, you know, because it's constantly evolving. And I'm constantly learning. And I would challenge your broker. You know, if you're an agent right now, I would challenge your broker, and I would make sure that he is prepared for the shift that's coming. And I would ask him what his plans are and see if he's got an answer. And hopefully that he doesn't give you some realtor.com article or something, because I mean, that's like, you know, it's like how the old saying goes, like at Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, another guy I really would love to meet someday, and I'm gonna meet. I mean, I'm gonna be sitting talking with Jordan Belfort one day too. Love the guy. Wolf of Wall Street, amazing. That's one movie that I'll watch over and over again, and I'm not much of a movie watcher, but it gives me motivation. Like the sales, when he goes in there, he's like, you know, and like, I mean, that gets me pumped up. So that's worth my time. I don't watch a lot of other movies, really. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, I've got Hulu for my daughter and all that stuff, and I'll watch the occasional TV show or something, or movie, comedy. I love watching stand-up comedians because it kind of gives me motivation, because to you know, because comedy actually, you know, being funny is very helpful in sales. I mean, you've got to have a good sense of humor. If you're dry and introvert and kind of held back and stuff like that, or if you're nervous, or if you're desperate, desperation is one of the easiest things to smell. And people, they won't buy from you. You know, if you're coming off desperate, you know, and, you know, that's why I always have at least $100 in my wallet at all times. I usually have $100 bill. I got a bunch of 20s right now, I think, but because when I walk into a meeting, I'm walking in there with money. And if I'm walking out and I don't get the deal, well, I'm still walking out of there with money, regardless. I'm telling you, it's mindset. It's all up here. It's emotional intelligence, guys. And that's one thing that we try to teach you at Attain RE is that emotional intelligence, because you have to have that in order to win today. I mean, you've got things just coming at you in all directions, right? I mean, you've got all the Facebook crap and all this stuff, all the distractions. And you've got to have that emotional intelligence, because, like, you're looking at somebody's life and, oh, it's so great. And why is my life no good? And why am I not selling? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can always find some type of fault, but I'm telling you, most of it's internal. Most of it's up here, guys. I mean, it's nobody really has control over you. I mean, unless you're like in a third world country where like you're a slave, then they might have control over you. But for the most part, nobody's got control over your actual emotions. They can say stuff to you, and there's a lot of people that do it. There's some people in my life that they know what to say to me to piss me off, and it gets me all messed up for a little bit and screws up part of my day. And I don't like that, because I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done and focus on. And that's why I'm doing this video at 11 o'clock at night in my pajamas. But you know what? I'm not worried about that, because the content is what matters. And that's how that's how I am with my people too. Like, I've got lots of nice suits. I just actually took 3 new suits that I bought when I was in New York, Armani, nice suits. I brought them in to get tailored today. It's like, the beard. I always used to be clean shaven, wearing a hat, right? Messy hair, whatever. It's being genuine. That's going to get you the client. And that's one thing that has helped me a lot, is becoming more genuine, not trying to be like somebody else, not sitting there reading a script. Like, I was taught to read a script, like sit there and, oh yeah, and the 3 P's of real estate, all they do is they, put it on the MLS, they put a yard sign out there, and then they pray that somebody will come along and sell it. I know all the scripts. I've been taught all that when I was at Keller Williams and all that stuff. They teach you all those scripts. They had to sit in class and learn and learn and learn. But here's the deal: you got to go out and you got to do it, and that's what Attain RE is about. Attain RE, we're going to go out and do it, and we're going to go out and do it together. If you want, if you feel comfortable, if you don't want me there, I wouldn't be there. But I go a lot with my people, and I help them too. Like, I'm an active broker. Like, let's say my agent has something going on with like their daughter or something. And you know what? I will go and open a door for one of their clients. And do I ask for anything else? No, I don't. I mean, that's just the way I am. I mean, I'm there for them. I mean, that's my job is to help them succeed. And Attain RE is also another company too. I do not claim other people's sales. I mean, you got to understand that. See, most of these brokers, they are claiming their agent sales, and it bloats their numbers and makes them look good. Well, guess what? They never get noticed. They never get recognized. So with that said, if you want a company where you can actually get noticed, then Attain RE is the place to be, because I will promote you. I will share your posts. I will congratulate you. I don't ever see any other brokers do that. I mean, and I guess I don't understand why. Maybe they want the credit, or they don't want people to know that there's, those things are going on, but like, I like to celebrate people's successes. And It's really been cool. There's been some frustrations lately that we're working some kinks out, but we've got a good system in place. Somebody could come in today and they could start making money. I mean, they could get a paycheck that next month. I mean, it takes 30 days to close, right? So you get a deal under contract, it's going to be 30 days before you close. But I mean, somebody could come in and they could start making money right away. See, if you go to some of these other brokerages, they may tell you something along the lines of, well, hey, be prepared to not get paid for 6 months. I mean, that's ridiculous. Who can do that? And normal people can't do that. They can't go 6 months and then they pay ridiculous fees and all that stuff. So we pretty much do a fast track. Um, we do a fast track approach. So we try to get you a deal right away, a deal or two, and that way you've got some cash, because I mean, you need to have money. And unfortunately, a lot of people, they don't have it that way. I mean, a lot of these agents out there, they have a rich spouse or somebody, but for most of us, we don't. We've got to make money. I mean, there's no way around it. Attain RE also too, when it comes to training, we try to teach you as much as possible, but we try to weed out some of the stuff that may not be as important. Like as a new agent, there's so much stuff overwhelming. You take the test, and it cracks me up because that test, you don't actually use anything that's on that test in real life. I mean, it's pretty sad. I don't know why they even use those tests, because the stuff that you learn on there, you never use. I mean, it's got stuff related to cap rates, NOI, property management. You're a sales rep. You're not going to be managing properties or figuring out cap rates and like loan to value and like mortgage related questions. You're not going to even deal with any of that. So it doesn't make any sense why that's on the test, but that's besides the fact. So once you get to Attain RE, we sit down with you. We don't put you in a training class with 20 other people. We sit down with you one-on-one, figure out where you're at, what you need. We go with you. We help you do it. And repetition is what makes you better. And that's why practice, 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 learn, learn, learn. Your mind is so powerful that, if you keep feeding it, positive things, I mean, you hear this from Ed Milet, my man. Eventually it becomes your reality, right? I don't know exactly how he says it, but he's like, your, passion becomes your possessions, I believe is the words that he uses. And that makes sense. So, feed yourself all the positive stuff that you can, because the world is full of negative stuff. So that's one way that you can make sure that you're going to continue on the path, of success. With that said, I really appreciate the time that you've spent with me and watching this video, and please subscribe. Please share this with somebody. If you've got maybe somebody who's in the industry who's struggling, who is thinking about maybe getting out, it costs a lot of money to get into real estate. So I would like to talk to them before they make that decision, because it is a really rewarding career, and they obviously picked it for a reason. And I'd like to see if I could make them a success, because I feel like most people I can. Some things are not teachable. I mean, but most things are. So, and it's not rocket science. It's about being genuine. It's about building relationships. It's about showing up That's one thing that drives me nuts about real estate agents is half the time they don't even show up, which I can guarantee you, if you don't show up, you will not get the deal. And thank you to the agents who don't show up, because I do show up and then I get the deal. And but I think as a industry, we can do better, because I think that our value proposition is being questioned. It really is. I mean, like even at our rates, which we usually charge, well, at least I charge like closer to like 4.5%. I usually charge 1.5% and 3% to the buyer side, or 5% or something. I mean, I'll give somebody a break. It really just depends on if they're buying and lots of variables, or if we need to get a deal done, I'm not going to let a 0.5% kill the deal, so we'll get it figured out, find the money if we need to. But it's unbelievable how people just don't show up. I mean, I deal a lot with it on the service side, and we're going to be rolling out a service program too, and this is going to be really groundbreaking. It's going to really help out. It's going to make life a lot easier for a lot of people. So that's another thing that's coming down the pipeline. So moral of the story is, long story short, subscribe to my channel. You're going to get a lot of good content. I'm going to be talking about a lot of good stuff. And, you can always skip through, or, skip ahead, skip back. I love seeing the analytics where people rewind, because that's where I know where the good stuff is. And then I can take those snippets and then I can put those onto some of my other platforms. So feel free to rewind. If like you heard something really good and you want to hear it again. I mean, they say, like, if you hear something 30 times, then it becomes ingrained in your head. So rewind. If you hear something good, rewind or save it or whatever. Let me know. I mean, if there's, say, like, Bryan, I like 20, the 25 minute mark to 27 mark was phenomenal. I would love to see that in the notes, and ways we can improve, or things you'd like to hear about in the future would be good too. If it's really negative, like, oh, well, there's a printer in the background with a hat on it, you're filing, your little file cabinet's halfway open, or whatever, or, you should be dressed more professional, or, my sweatshirt's behind me or whatever, then I don't want to hear that, because negativity is just not, it's not my playbook. It's just not worth it anymore for me to be negative. That's a wasted emotion. Negativity, anger, all that stuff. I've struggled with it forever, and so I'd rather not be involved with any of that. So I hope you can appreciate that. But with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for believing in us. Thanks for the people that have allowed us to sell their homes over the years, or entrusted us to the biggest transaction of their natural life. And I'm looking forward to these new markets. So be watching for me, because you're going to be seeing some new stuff. I'm going to try to bring some people in to start maybe interviewing, stuff like that. We'll be doing a lot more of that. But with that said, guys, it's 11:08 here, and my computer's about ready to die. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and hang this one up tonight. I appreciate you guys. Bryan Curtis, feel free to reach out to me, subscribe. My number is 515-770-2491. Email is brian@attainre.com. That is brian@attainre.com. Thanks again.